Hey everyone, welcome back to StarCraft. We're on the second Zerg mission. We're gonna get right into it. Rain of Fire! That's pretty cool, right? We're in Brax again.
The Psi Disruptor is causing me some very serious problems. Although I've regained control of my forces here, it's taking more and more concentration just to keep them in line.
Oh, my heart's breaking for you, Kerrigan. Now exactly why was it that you asked Phoenix and I to bring Minx to you?
Are you still suspicious that I'll kill him for abandoning me to the Zerg? I've gotten over it, Jim. We can't afford to let petty hatreds jeopardize our plans for the UED.
That's reassuring.
Arcturus, I presume you found your cold sleep chamber accommodating?
What is the meaning of this, Kerrigan?
Straight to the point, huh? I was hoping to chat. It's been a while.
Not long enough. Why have I been brought here?
I need your psi emitters, Arcturus.
Why?
Remember the Confederate psi disruptor that you could never find? Well, the UED found it, and it's preventing me from controlling my minions. With the help of your psi emitters, I can gather up enough Zerg to destroy the disruptor and confront the UED.
And what are you offering me in return?
Ha! Ever the politician. All right, Emperor. If you help me destroy the disruptor, I'll help you retake Korhal from the UED.
A tempting offer. What assurances do I have of you fulfilling your end of the bargain?
The only thing I can assure you of, Arcturus, is that without my help, you'll be the Emperor of your own little 8x8 cell for the rest of your life.
I see that you're still a persuasive speaker. All right, Kerrigan. I'll lend you some emitters, but this had better be worth it.
Alright, let's get into it. Oh, before that.
Alright, boys and girls, listen up. Our objective is to locate and disable the Psi Disruptor's primary power generator. Once we've done that, we'll turn over the mission to Mengsk and Kerrigan. Let's move out.
Alright, you heard the man. So they're gonna do some stuff. Rainer's Raiders, that's gonna be pretty cool. Oh, hey, look at that, it's Jim Raynor.
Kerrigan, the generator's offline. You can send down the Psi emitter at any time.
Good work, Jim.
Psi emitter will be carried by one of my CBDs. With the disruptor's power cut, the emitter should be able to get the attention of any renegade Zerg near it. The SCP will then be able to lure the Zerg back to your base. Once the Zerg arrive there, you'll be able to assert direct control.
Alright, let's go. Join my team.
With these Zerg, I can construct a new Hydralisk. Once our forces are grown strong enough, I can assault the Psi Disruptor directly.
Alright, so these are just regular Zerglings. That's fine and dandy. Yeah, so the more I think about it, the more I might actually say I like episode 6 more than episode 5. Simply because episode 6 has characters I'm more familiar with. Like, I like the UED guys, those were cool, but here it's like the old gang and stuff. Not to mention episode 6 has a lot of it, like political maneuvering, which like I'm into. Which I realize they say that and it makes it sound like old, just like ah.
Although these Zerg are now under my control, I sense that there are more Zerg out there. We must lure as many of them here as possible.
So I was gonna explore my hunter killers. God, man, they're tough buggers. All right, that's enough adventure for one day. We're gonna head back. I know you might be thinking, why aren't I creating another hatchery? Because last time I did that, I remember I lost or failed the mission, which was unfortunate. I'll just bro you guys for now, and then I'll go scout the Zerglings. I can't see if I can't find more Zerglings to take control of. Yeah, I don't know if maybe you'll get excited about political maneuvering, but for me, I find this an interesting subject. All right, I'll eat the medic. Ah, run away!
Our forces are under attack.
I want to make sure I don't lose any Zerglings. Getting the med was a nice pick though. Yeah, see, their attacks have been very paltry. And I think we'll actually throw down another hatchery now for the interest of getting more larvae. Larva. I don't think larvae was the correct way to say it. Yeah, those things get in the way, so help me. Nope, doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So it's going to be some time before we can actually build an economy. So I guess, again, we're going to be seeing what we do with our hunter-killers. We're going to need an overlord as well. Just because, like, I mean, starting from just 2 drones, which basically is like a hatchery and a drone, is going to take some time. Cool. Kiting's fun. And because we didn't take any more damage, we can go scout some more of these guys. I really like hunter killers. They're so nice. I mean, if you think about it, like, there's souped up Hydralisks. Like, as far as hero units are concerned, hunter killers are actually probably like weaker compared to some other hero units. And we're out. See ya. Bye. Zero interest in fighting that siege tank. Jeebus. Okay, well, sorry. I'm just going home then. I guess you guys don't like fun. Oops, and I forgot to build an overlord. Standard. And these Ursus Dawns are in the way, man. I want to get rid of them, but I feel like that's just not a nice thing to do. So I guess, yeah, we're forced to play the waiting game. Because, I mean, yes, we could try and take those bases, or certainly those bases, take those positions, but the tanks are too much of a deterrent. And now that we have 2 hatcheries up, it should be easier for us to build, or get our drone economy up. So again, like, same plan as always, just getting a large army and going to crush the terror with it. Always a good time. So how are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. It's late. It's Saturday night. It's 8 minutes away from midnight, so I guess, you know, it's not going to be Saturday for much longer. Which is interesting, because you guys will be watching this video as I do the transition from Saturday to Sunday. Though I don't know how many of you will care. Though I'm sure, like, one of you will be like, wow, like, that's a really cool thing. I'm glad that happened. Maybe not, though. And actually, we should get a spawning pool probably sooner rather than later. But I will admit I'm not really in a rush to do so, because I think our hunter killers can clean up shop. Okay, well, that being said, let's build a Greek colony. And 200, man, that's pretty expensive. Although it has to be like that, because otherwise it's too easy to rush the enemy with the spawning pool. Hey, you might be thinking, like, well, what do you mean with that? Oh. Hey, no. Cool. See, Cliff Boost is great. But also, the nice thing about Brood Wars is that you can do these little tricks to get a lot more mileage out of your troops. So even though, like, they send a huge army at us, because we use the cliff to our advantage, like, they pose no threat to us. Or even for the Zerglings, like, yes, they got fried a little bit, but then we just pulled them back and they're hunky-dory. And I guess the other thing too is like I'm making it sound like I'm really good at this game, but it's just no. It's like it's still only like the second mission, so I think things are like a little bit on breather mode, so to speak. And we're gonna need gas. Definitely gonna need gas. We can start upgrading our Zerglings. And I'm actually gonna build another hatchery too, like up here, just so we have extra larvae to work with. And once you start getting a lot of Zerglings, we're gonna be in a good spot. Because if I like for me, I think it's a bit weird, not a bit weird, but I think for me, like the difficulty of like the reward missions isn't. I don't think I have a very hard time with them compared to some other people, which makes it sound like, oh, I think I'm a lot better than a lot of other people, which I don't think that's the case. Well, I basically said two contradictory statements. Okay, so let me try that again. This time with more honesty. I wouldn't be surprised if I was better at this game than some people. Like, not a lot. Like, people who play, like, multiplayer, like, seriously, they're better than me. Like, guaranteed. The people who... So, basically, I think anyone who plays multiplayer, like, even, like, semi-seriously, or, like, just even at all, I think they're better at this game than I am. Whereas I think the people who play just the campaign, like, I'm better than the... I would think, you know, obviously there's going to be exceptions and, like, case-by-case basis and stuff. But the people who just play the campaign, I would think I'm probably a little bit better than they are. Oh, dear. Come on, hunter-killers. There, get out of there. And, you know, I don't mean that like any disrespect or anything. I think the reason why I might say that is because I have the skill from the played StarCraft 2 multiplayer, and I think that might give me a bit of an edge. Build something up there, and we'll build creep colony here too. And I think that's where my experience comes from. So I think the point that I was just trying to make is that even though I think based off my experience, like especially from StarCraft 2 multiplayer, I think that's like how I got it decent. I think that's like what lets me play these campaign missions and not have too much difficulty. Like I think for some people, like they have to try like actually hard. Now it sounds like I'm just being condescending, which I'm not trying to be. I'm just, you know, I'm thinking like I think for some people these missions are actually like, difficult for them, whereas for me, for the most part, I don't really break much of a sweat. Though I mean, there's exceptions like the Protoss installation mission, that was tough. Mission 8 and Episode 3, that was also tough too. So those missions like do exist, but I think for the most part I'm pretty okay at this game. We'll throw our Hydralisks den down here. And we can't get a hive, so we can only get up to 2-2. Which is completely okay. So, I guess going back to my original point, is that I think for some people, like, the last mission on, like, say, Episode 5 would be more difficult than, say, this mission. So I think basically what I'm trying to say is that I think for each of the missions, like, the difficulty, like, ramps up for the episodes. Like, so from, like, Episode 1, the difficulty, like, ramps up to a certain point. And then when Episode 2 hits, like, the difficulty, like, lowers. Though the first mission of, like, say, Episode 1 would be easier than the first mission of Episode 2. Like, I think the episodes get progressively harder, or like, at least they're supposed to. That's great. But I think there's gonna be a lot of like other factors which like determine whether or not something's easy or difficult for a person. Like, so for example, I have more trouble with the Protoss missions probably because like I don't play Protoss as well as I probably could. Like, I think for me, like, I don't think there's a mission in either episodes like 1 or 5 that I actually had difficulties with. Like, I think for the most part, I just like, all right, like, let's go get this done. whereas some people might have a much easier time playing Protoss, like they could do episode 4 much more easily than I could. Oh, man, really? I saw a lot of Zerglings. I think, ooh, fire bats can make things difficult. And like some people might say, oh, like Zerg's the hardest race to play. Like, there's gonna be a lot of variables that factor into like how difficult someone finds something. Like, I think for me, like the hardest missions are over, and I think the hardest mission for me might be the. Well, we have enough Zerglings. I think we can actually just go attack. Well, actually, let's wait for them to attack one more time, and then we'll go snatch them. Yeah, here they are. Oh, and they benefit from the upgrades too. Perfect. Alright, guys, get to work. Okay, hopefully my Zerglings get there mostly at once. I think having them run down the ramp is gonna hurt their effectiveness. Oh. I don't know about this. Actually, we're fine. That was not a cost-efficient trade for us, though. Let it be known. And they just didn't kill those guys. Interesting. I mean, now we have more hunter killers to work with, which is cool beans. Actually, can we get to the siege tank over there? Yes, here we go. And we'll grab the remainder of the Zerglings. And we'll run them there as well. I forget what I was talking about. Yeah, I guess basically, long story short, I don't find these missions to be particularly difficult. Though I would understand that some people might feel differently about that. And we'll grab the siege tank after we get these. Alright, go back into your base. It's your little hovel. Oh, there's the expansion. Here we go. Oh, there's only one Marine in there. Interesting. But now we have another X base, or an X base. What's an X base? An expansion. So we're just gonna go ahead and take that. Oh well, this will be interesting. So the attacks have been pretty underwhelming, and I think that adds more fuel to my theory that the difficulty of the missions gets reset a little bit. We go from episode to episode. And actually, let's rally everything there.
The hive cluster is under attack.
How'd you get in there? Okay, we're gonna need some Hydralisks as well. They're part of a balanced breakfast. You see. What'd I do? I did not mean to do that. Oh, mass panic. Oh dear. Forgive me, for I have sinned. Oh dear. What a misrally. Where's our SCV? I want him to grab the Ultralisk. And I think that's like all the Zerg that's there. I don't think there's much more left. And we have fast forward movement, why not? And we have a ton of money. Oh, and he can't even build yet because it's blocked. But I guess for me, I wonder too, like, how hard did the developers want the campaign to be?
Orders received. Roger that. Affirmative.
Yeah, I think there's still some Trask. Oh boy. Well, we can scalp him because he's so tall or tough. Look at that, 8 armor. The Marines can't hurt him if they tried. Because I know for the Warcraft 2 campaign, like, that was a brutal campaign, as far as difficulty was concerned. At least that's what it seemed like. Whereas for this seems very doable. Though I wonder if that's just more because of my personal skill level, rather than the developers thought to themselves, well, let's make this a little bit easier than Warcraft 2, so it's easier for the fans to play this. Oh, there's another expo here. That's awesome. And we can transfer some of our workers here. And we better get ready for all the Hydralisks in the universe because that's what we're going to be using. Another gas geyser. How many bases do they throw in here, these little sneaky little goats? Actually, go ahead and take this one too. I don't think we're going to need it though. I think we should be mostly self-sufficient, but I guess we'll see. If I do remember correctly, trying to actually attack their base is a different story. I think they put a little bit more of pizzazz into defending it, so to speak. Yeah, so none of the gas guys are being used. So I'm wondering if that's like them trying to tell us that we need to use Mutalisks. Which actually might make a lot of sense. Though I feel like because I'm already committed to Hydralisks, like, that's just what I'm going to do. Haven't used like just straight up Hydralisks in quite some time. Alright, let's see what the eye can see. So right up the ramp, yep, this is going to cause troubles for us. So he ate 2 hits. And we're out. Alright, get to work, evil maggots. Alright, good. I'm glad the Hydralisks didn't lose it. That would have been very embarrassing. And did our guy not ever go build that base? What's up here? Is this another expansion? Yep, mineral base. Interesting. Okay, so we definitely have a lot to work with. And we're gonna need more overlords. Actually, let's get some Mutalisks too. More minerals, dang. So we need to take a mineral base then and do something about that. What else have we got? I could have sworn there was some more Zerg here that we can collect. Where exactly they are, I'm not entirely sure though. In the meantime, we'll wait for our mineral stores to build up a little bit. Because we are low on minerals. Really? Okay, I gotta use this. Oh, hello. Run away! You cannot withstand them. Oh, man. It was the one that got away. Alright, meanwhile, let's just build another hatchery. Sure, we can do double spire. Keep those upgrades going. That's frustrating. I thought for sure there was more Zerg, but I guess not. Oh, you can't even build that. We're out of money. What are you guys doing? Like, why are you doing such a poor job of mining? Fudge it. We're gonna send some guys over here to mine. Though that might not be the smartest play, because if we well, let's send some guards over there. Yeah, why not? I was gonna say if our base gets discovered, that's gonna put us in an unfortunate spot. Alright, build that hatchery. Can you keep your eyes peeled for devouring ones? Oh, excuse me. Again, it's late at night. I'm the idea of going to, dang it, I saw that coming. There we go. Wait for the Hydralisks to get here. Wow, those drones sure have big red eyes. I just noticed that now. Alright. Well, I think we defend that to the best of our ability. Yeah, so you guys need to, I think, go up here to mine. So let's build up a mineral stores a bit. And yeah, let's get some Mutalisks. M for Mutalisks, alright. Guess that makes sense. He might be thinking I'm crazy right now. Oh, that's where they are. Golly, we missed them. Alright. They are hidden in plain sight. How'd you get in there? Confusing. Alright, well. Another mystery, I suppose, that we won't have the answer to.
With all due respect to Miss Kerrigan, sir, these critters make me nervous as hell. I sure would appreciate some immediate evac.
In transit, HQ.
We could actually destroy the dropship if we want to, I think. But we're not going to, because we're nice people. Bye-bye. CSTV. You did good work. Again, we could have killed him, but to what end? Hello, tank. What are you doing out here? You're a long ways from home, aren't you? Okay, so I guess in the meantime, we're going to rally all of our, Zerglings here. How strong are devouring ones? 120. That's actually very strong. That's pretty legitimate. And we're going to upgrade their flyer weapons to 2. You guys are happily mining. We'll keep the Hydralisks here for base defenses because I don't want anything bad to happen. 10 units, that might be enough to do something. Here we go. So we're gonna like just poke around and see what they have for base defenses. I don't really want to commit hard to fighting anything, because that might cause pain and suffering for us. And we're out. See ya. Bye bye. Just grab a missile turret or two. Oh, and they got one. That's unfortunate. So I think what we'll do is we'll pick off the tanks, and then once we do that, we'll be sitting pretty. We're also gonna let some of these upgrades finish too, because that'll be more conducive to an easier time. And we'll get more gas, although I don't think we really need it. Carapace level 2. And I think we should wait just a little bit before we did our initial poke, because I basically did an anti-timing attack, in which if I had waited like 15 more seconds, we might have not lost the Mutalisk. Do we not have Hydra speed? No, we never got it. Whoops. Alright, so let's try this again.
Our forces are under attack.
Alright, so I think this is going to be going over without a hitch. Now we're going to pull back some of the Hydralisks because I don't want them to be eating all the hits. Though that being said, they can probably pick off the tank. Alright, cool. And we can actually get more Hydralisks, and I'm assuming I went before the speed was done. Oh, okay, cool. And I'm not sure if like this was just a just an outlying base, or if this was like their quote unquote the main squeeze. So I wonder if we just broke them. No, it looks like they have more.
Our forces are under attack.
Alright, get back here. I'm not done with you. Oh dear. Sorry. I'm sorry, never again. Oh, we're actually out of pedestrian gas. That's interesting. Alright, throw you nerds in there. I guess we'll wait a little bit longer. Oh yes, please walk into me. Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to accomplish here, but whatever it is, they're failing.
Our forces are under attack.
And let's move one of those to grab my other units. Okay, so I think we have enough Mutalisks. Oh, we definitely have enough Mutalisks. And the upgrades are done too, so now's a very good time to start attacking. Yeah, we need more warlords too, so. Alright, where you guys go?
Our forces are under attack.
And I guess we should be using a power Zerg too, just to get the job done.
Our forces are under attack.
They could be the dream team. Where are they? Control 0. Although I don't think there's really much left. Okay, yeah, I broke them more than I realized. I saw the base defenses. I figured they had more stuff, but I guess not. Yeah, I think the Mutalisks were a really good idea because it helps compensate for like Hydralisks and Zerglings' lack of ability to hit air. Actually, this is pretty Poland too, because Mutalisks basically deal with the tanks, and then the Zerglings and the Hydralisks can deal with everything on the ground. I mean, I think with like enough Mutalisks, like you're capable of doing that too, but yeah. And that was 35 minutes. That's longer than I thought it was gonna be. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.